As we've said before in one of our previous videos, mail-in voting is very open to fraud, to cheating, to tampering. It can very easily be tampered with. And this week, we're seeing exactly why mail-in voting is not ideal. And I don't understand why we can't just do it like we've been doing it for the past forever. We could walk into a building with our masks on and just vote there, but the Democrats wanted to make it all complicated for what? Maybe they're just plain stupid, or they got a plan. They have a plan. And we're seeing that very plan unfold in front of our very eyes today. This week, ballots are found in a ditch here in Pennsylvania.
Bags including absentee ballots were found chucked into a ditch. And there you go. It was obvious, right? And we also have this announcement from the DOJ of the Middle District of Pennsylvania. They say that a small batch of ballots were discarded. All of them were votes for Donald J. Trump.
What a coinky-dink, right? And guess whose name were on those ballots? Donald J. Trump's name was in all of those ballots. And either it was coincidence or little by little the Democrats are going to be throwing away, chipping away at the votes given to Donald Trump.
They are quite literally trashing votes and votes for Donald Trump. It's only just begun. And I often talk about how things move in increments, right? It was never going to be like we found a bag with 200,000 Trump votes in it. No, it was going to be a little bit here, a little bit there. A little bit, oh, we found some over here, we found some over there. And then what happens? They want you to become desensitized to this while simultaneously claiming it is Trump, in fact, who is going to cheat.
They are basically telling Trump voters, you're irrelevant, and throwing these ballots into the garbage can. They are quite directly telling these Trump voters to go screw themselves because their votes are now in a ditch in the middle of nowhere, thrown away like trash, like it doesn't matter. It does matter because every vote matters. What the Democrats are doing is they are demonstrating the third fallen nature, which is reversal of dominion. By taking these Trump supporters' votes and throwing them away, they are putting themselves in a higher position to where they can invalidate the voters' free right to vote. For all we know, so many votes can be being thrown away right now, and we would never notice. They could just burn it up, and we would never notice. That is the problem we are facing this election year. They are placing themselves above the entire election process by tampering and invalidating the votes from only one side of the election. The way we've been explaining the first and second fallen natures throughout this year is what they're basically doing is leaving and rejecting reality and creating their very own delusion. In that aspect, the third fallen nature is forcing people to join their delusion. By throwing away the Trump supporters' ballots, they are creating the delusion that not many people would want to vote for Trump or not many people are voting for Trump. And they're shoving that delusion down people's throats by literally throwing away people's votes in a ditch. The divine principle says that the third fallen nature is reversing dominion. The angel who was supposed to come under the dominion of human beings instead dominated Eve. Then Eve, who was supposed to come under the dominion of Adam, dominated him instead. This disruption of the proper order has borne bitter fruit. Human society is thrown out of order by people who leave their proper position and then reverse the order of dominion. Right now we are experiencing this. We are being thrown out of order because the Democrats have decided to leave their proper position and force the results that they want onto the rest of America by disrupting the proper process of voting. Their delusion that they invented in their brains are being forced on the rest of Americans. But what they don't realize is that us conservatives stay grounded in reality. We don't need to enter into a delusion to win.